Today was a wash. I took 2 trades today. I took calls off of this little bull flag here. There was quite a bit of uptrend in the morning, and this was an intraday setup that I found that met my criteria, so I buggered it, to be completely honest. Bull flags, especially opening drive bull flags, are one of my more reliable trade setups. Except this one, normally what I like to do, I like to see these on the 5-minute. This only had two red bars showing up on the 5-minute, and I like to try to get it off of a level. Either if it bounces VWAP on on a 5-minute, or pre-market high, or an EMA, the 8 EMA on the 5-minute. If it can bounce off one of those, I've got a couple layers of confluence, so I feel much better about taking them then. I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was looking for it to hit the 8, not realizing that pre-market high was right here, and that would have been perfectly adequate as a level. So instead of getting into it here on this candle like I probably should have, it actually would have been this one, because I would have waited till the close. Or I was looking for more of a pullback than I really got. I might have been looking, no, I was looking for this. I was looking for it to pull back here to 457.4. Right here we had a little bit of a reject, and then so waiting for it to come back down and retest that spot, and it didn't make it. So instead what I did was got into it. I waited all the way up here to get another high, and there was a level I had marked up here at 458.48. So that's what I was actually looking for, is 458.48. Was going to be I want to see if push from here about 458 area up to 458.50, and then continue on up to around 4600 on SPX, because it came up here with some strength, or it appeared, and then started to kind of dwindle off. Made a lower high here, and this is the one I got in. I got in right here at 10 o'clock. So right there, I set my stop 5-minute close below the previous 5-minute, and I still have this on the 1-minute just because of this ridiculous misprint that showed up on here. I knew something was up, and that was kind of an indicator of I'm gonna load this up to close this position off real quick, because I wanted to see if it was going to close below either open below pre-market high, or close below pre-market high, open the next red below there, or if it was going to bounce. And obviously it flushed, so I got out of this before, like right when this candle opened, so minimize the loss on that. Kind of missed an opportunity. I had posted my Instagram level this morning, had this one here, per day close is my next bounce level, and because of the news that happened this morning, I made a mistake and I was bullish on the day. So that was an error on my part. I should have kept my levels as I normally do to see if I want to scalp or if I want to play range. And we can see today was another range day. Had this little fake out up above pre-market high, didn't make a new high on the daily schedule. Out of that, did not make a new high on the daily charts, and then flushed down to this pre-market resistance turned support. So when I got into call when I got into puts was actually right about here. And I got into puts here, and this was a low quality setup. I am not proud of my performance today at all. It was this candle right here I got in. Big red down, little tiny green volume indicated to me that we were not going to be moving up higher. I had a pretty well-defined stop loss here, about 30 cents. So I was comfortable with that risk, and I only held this down to, how long was I in this trade? I only held this down to here when this made this big print up, but ultimately ended up closing back down. I was impatient because of the loss I took here. So, and I didn't even get up off the toilet to walk around and clear my head. I basically immediately flipped into puts on this one after taking this loss. I was not happy with the way I managed this trade. I was not happy with the way I managed today. I did a little bit of, I monitored. I did not enter another position, but I basically broke even on the day from that little scalp move down. And I knew full well that this was going to be a more realistic target, this 456.4, but I did not hold that long. I knew that my bounce level that I wanted to take was off down here at prior day close at 454.61, right down here, which it did hit, and then came back up for about another dollar move. So it missed my reject up here that I did not have marked as a reject because I was biased long on the day. When it came down to bounce off the pre-market levels, it could have reclaimed this and come back up here to this. That would have been a good one for a scalp. Another one, just about a dollar move. And eventually we did come down here and grab this prior day close, and I would not have played that because I was too late in the day. I would not have been playing that for a bounce, but pre-market low definitely would have been a level I had marked off. Definitely was in play. This 456.40, there were a number of entries I could have taken on this one. I could have taken a strong break below here. I could have taken a retest, and that retest there would have been 456.40, 455.40, 454.40. So that would have been a $2 move. If I had stuck with my plan, that would have been a play that I would have likely taken because it would fit one of my levels. So wash on today, made back basically what I lost on that opening kerfuffle. So tomorrow I am going to make sure that I stay patient. I'm going to make sure that I only play levels, and even if I see a nice opening range play like this, I am probably not going to take it. I learned my lesson about looking for trends midweek. It has not seemed like it's worked the last number of times I've tried to play them that way. So I'm going to back to playing the range until I get an absolute confirmation, like a break and a retest off of pre-market high or pre-market low, and then play a range from there. So we will be back again tomorrow.